Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to discuss the lecture number 4 of chapter 7 electrochemistry, and today's topic is rusting of iron. So let's start. First we will recap the lecture number 3. In lecture number 3 we have discussed about the electrolytic refining of copper, in which we used galvanic cell consisting of electrolyte, which is copper sulfate, an impure copper anode and a pure copper as cathode. Corrosion is defined as the process in which a metal reacts with oxygen and moisture in the atmosphere. Means we are in need of a metal, oxygen and moisture for the corrosion process. It is a natural process that converts refined metals to the more stable metal oxides. When metal will react with the oxygen in the presence of moisture, they will convert into their oxides. For example, if we have iron, it will convert into iron oxide. Rusting of iron requires the presence of both oxygen and water. Means we are in need of these both things, oxygen and water, for the rusting process. Rusting results from tiny galvanic cells formed by the water droplets. In the presence of water and oxygen, a small galvanic cell is formed and the rusting of iron will start. Rusting process involves the dissolution of solid iron into solution. The formula for this is iron will lose 2 electrons and convert into the iron plus 2 ions. Means when iron will be in contact with the oxygen and with the moisture, the iron will act as anode and it will start losing electrons. In this way, iron will get dissolved, and the electrons produced by this reaction combine with the dissolved oxygen to produce hydroxide ions. Here, oxygen will act as cathode, and the electrons which are coming from the iron, they will be gained by this oxygen in the presence of water, and it will convert into hydroxide ions. And these two reactions produce hydroxide ions and iron plus 2 ions, but not rust. For that to form and other reactions has to occur. Means for rusting we have to consider some more reactions. You can understand the process of rusting of iron with the help of this diagram. Here we have a water droplet which is in contact with the iron metal, and this iron will act as a anode, and it will lose electrons and convert into the iron ions, and the oxygen which is in touch with this iron and is as well as with the water droplet, that will act as a cathode, and it will gain those electrons which are coming from the right part of the iron, and this oxygen in the presence of the moisture after gaining the electrons will produce hydroxide ions, and after that this iron plus 2 ion that will undergo further reactions of oxidation and convert into the rust in the form of Fe2O3 dot XH2O. H2O means a different number of water molecules which can be attached with the iron oxide, and this is the formula of rust. The hydroxide ions are formed at the cathodic region, and the iron plus 2 ions which are formed at the anodic region, they will combine with these hydroxide ions and convert into iron hydroxide, which are given here in the form of equation. Iron plus 2 ions, they will react with 2 hydroxyl ions and convert into FeOH whole twice, that is ferrous hydroxide. And the iron 2 ions on the other hand, they can also combine with the hydrogen ions in the presence of oxygen and convert into iron plus 3 ions plus water. Means these iron plus 2 ions can also oxidize and they can convert into iron plus 3 form. And these iron plus 3 ions, they are responsible for the formation of the reddish deposit, means for the rust. And they combine with the extra hydroxide ions like the Fe plus 2 ion and form iron 3 hydroxide. which are shown here by the equation. Iron plus 3 ions and plus 3 hydroxide ions, they will combine together to form FeOH whole thrice. And this compound dehydrates to become Fe2O3.H2O, which is the chemical formula of the rust. Iron dihydroxide FeOH whole twice as well as FeOH whole thrice, both of these compounds can can be converted into the rust form. You can see all the above reactions collectively here in this diagram. Iron is acting as a node and it is losing electron, and these electrons are moving towards the cathode. Oxygen is acting here as a cathode, and these electrons are gained by the oxygen in the presence of moisture and convert into the hydroxide ions. Now these hydroxide ions will react with the iron plus 2 ions and convert into FeOH whole twice. And this FeOH whole twice in the presence of oxygen and water can be converted into FeOH whole thrice. And the other way is that the iron plus 2 ions can be oxidized into the iron plus 3 ions, and those iron plus 3 ions in the presence of oxygen and water can be converted into FeOH whole thrice. And these FeOH whole thrice and FeOH whole twice, they are dehydrated and converted into the form of rust, that is Fe2O3.XH2O. Now the value of X depends upon the number of the water molecules that are attached with the Fe2O3. Now we are going to discuss about the corrosion of aluminum metal. Aluminum is extensively used in the construction of aircraft, ships, cars, cooking utensils, soda cans, etc. Aluminum has much higher tendency to oxidize as compared to the iron. Means it can easily lose electrons as compared to the iron. Therefore, all the above mentioned things should be transformed into piles of corroded aluminum. As we are saying that it can easily lose electrons, it means that all the things like aircraft, ships, and cars, they should convert into the piles of corroded aluminum. However, this does not occur. Actually, this is not happening. This is because a tough layer of aluminum oxide is formed on the surface when metal exposed to the air. When this aluminum is exposed to the air in the oxygen, it is converted into aluminum oxide. Only the upper layer of the aluminum metal, it will convert into aluminum oxide, and it is a hard layer. It will cover the whole of the aluminum metal and stop the rusting process at the upper layer. This layer firmly adheres with the metal and protect the underlying aluminum layer from the corrosion. That's why all the aluminum metal will not be corroded and it will remain safe because of this aluminum oxide layer. Now some questions related to the corrosion are given here. You have to write and learn the answer of these questions. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.